On the altar of our father we laid our sacrifices, and lit fire under them, and watched the smoke carry them up to the one above. The sacrifice of Abel, second-born, smelled sweet to the one above, and Abel was blessed. And I, first-born, Cain, I was struck from beyond by a harsh word and a curse, for my sacrifice was unworthy. I looked at Abel's sacrifice, still smoking, the flesh, the blood. I cried. I held my eyes. I prayed in night and day, and when father said the time for sacrifice had come again, and Abel led his youngest, his sweetest, his most beloved to the sacrificial fire, I did not bring my youngest, my sweetest, for I knew the one above would not take them. And my brother, beloved Abel, said to me, Cain, you did not bring a sacrifice, a gift of the first part of your joy, to burn on the altar of the one above. I cried with tears of love, as I, with sharp things, sacrificed that which was the first part of my joy, my brother. Excerpt of the Book of Nod for the first times. Praise Cain! It's 2021, and Los Angeles lays in ashes. A follower of Set, who had long embedded herself in the Camarilla and Anarch movement alike, betrayed both sects to the Sabbat. The ensuing war wiped out most of Los Angeles's political infrastructure. Former Anarch Baron Tourette Vorman seized Praxis and pledged her loyalty to the Camarilla, leading, she hopes, the survivors to victory. On the other side of the city, Barons Isaac Abrams, Smiling Jack, and Vivian Lewis seethe at Tourette's betrayal and swear revenge. In the middle, the Sabbat, ready to bring this city into the grace of Cain. Priscus Layla Monroe has called a crusade to accomplish that very goal. Welcome to Starlight and Smoke, a Vampire the Masquerade 20th Anniversary Edition Sabbat Chronicle, premiering right here on Vorpal Tales. Along with this show, Vorpal Tales offers a bevy of other live plays to terrify and delight. If you're interested in horror, check out Acid and Ice, an alien adventure at 9 p.m. Eastern on Thursdays, or a new Ravenloft game debuting this Friday. If adventure is more your jam, we have Fallout every Wednesday and Dune every Monday, both at 9 p.m. Eastern. And don't forget to check out our past shows over on our YouTube or the podcasts you can find wherever fine pods are casted, all under the Vorpal Tales umbrella. Tonight, our mouths are full of dirt and blood and ash. But before the final bell tolls, tell us who you are and who you crawl out of the grave as. I think Eric is talking, but he is muted.
It's supposed to be Steve first, I think. Why not?
No, it's Eric. We just can't hear him. The list is in Discord.
Oh dear.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Good. Technical difficulties.
Eric. Yep.
I can't hear Harry either.
Hello, testing.
I can
I
hear
can
Harry
hear
now.
you. Sorry, pardon our gremlins. At least we're getting them out of the way.
Hello? Hello, hello?
I heard Eric a little bit, but it was like his mic isn't plugged in and it might be the computer mic picking it up.
Yeah.
Praise came. Our mouths are full of dirt and blood and ash, but before the final bell tolls, tell us who you are and who you crawled out of the grave with.
Hi, I'm Eric at Marone Recluse on Twitter, and tonight I will be playing Dimitri, the homeless vampire who's on the run from someone or something.
Hello. Oh, Ever's next. Sorry.
Hey everybody, I'm Ever. My pronouns are they, them, and tonight I shall be playing Billy, who is the newly made child of cacophony, and their pronouns are also they, them.
Hello. I'm Harry. I am playing Justinian. The pronouns are he, him.
Hello, my name is Jared. I am playing the Cappadocian. And, yeah, ready to fuck shit up.
Hello everybody, I am Steve, pronouns he, him. I will be playing Nora, pronouns she, her. And, Harry, you better not freeze up on us.
Yeah, you were going.
You froze up there for like a
there
good
for a
second or
second.
two, and I was like, no!
Oh no.
Alright.
And I'm Elushekos, and I'm playing Awesome. That's all I'm saying, because the rest is a big secret.
All right, thank you. Ever, will you please read the recap for what happened last week?
I shall indeed. At the onset, we learn that a follower of Set, who has long embedded herself in the Camarilla and Anarch movement alike, betrayed both sects to the Sabbat. The ensuing war wiped out most of Los Angeles' political infrastructure. Former Anarch Baron Tourette Vorman seized Praxis and pledged her loyalty to the Camarilla, leading the survivors to victory. On the other side of the city, Barons Isaac Abrams, Smiling Jack, and Vivian Lewis see that Tourette's betrayal and swear revenge. In the middle are the Sabbat, ready to bring the city into the grace of Cain. Priscus Layla Monroe has called a crusade to accomplish that very goal, and is currently in Los Angeles to supervise a mass embrace, which will be their first goal. We moved into character creation. Jared creates Drew, who works with dead people. Ever creates a partially deaf female presenting non-binary person named Billy. Eric creates a homeless Romanian drifter named Dimitri. Steve creates a disgraced judge with contacts in dark places. Tyler creates a hitman, triple agent, sociopath named Hossam. Harry creates a highly focused watchmaker and tinkerer with connections named Justinian. After character creation, it's time to play. Drew gets interrupted at work by some guy with a desk job wanting to use the bathroom. After he's done, he asks the coroner a favor. Please tell my wife that I said goodbye. Drew refuses. The man leaves and comes back later on a slab. Drew is gobsmacked but begins the autopsy. After processing the paperwork, it appears he was dead for a long while. Breaking protocol, he calls the wife and bluntly informs her that her husband is dead. That can't be, she says. She just saw him this morning. Drew hears her doorbell ring through the call. 2 detectives are at the door. Drew tells her to calm down and go with them. She hangs up. Later that night, on the drive home, he hears a big screech, followed by broken glass. Everything goes black and he wakes up with dirt in his mouth. Dimitri's on Skid Row and sees a few people he knows getting into a brawl. He joins and gets a few good punches in. However, he's blindsided by some ugly bastard who pulls him into an alleyway and bites him on the neck. Dimitri feels his life being drained and goes limp. Then the bloodsucker collapses nearby, vomiting his blood. Now's our chance, someone nearby says. A pewter stein is placed into his mouth and blood is pumped into him. Later, He too wakes up with dirt in his mouth. Billy's walking home late at night. A van comes up and grabs them. A raspy voiced person says, "Hey little girl, ever wanted to be famous?" Billy screams and flails. Their phone is taken and smashed in half. "Break, why?" Billy asks. "Oh, this one's broken," another says and throttles Billy to the side of the van. A woman with a strange vibration or aura catches and caresses Billy's face. "No, this one's special. She's mine." Billy later wakes up with dirt in their mouth. Justin is walking home from work and in a terrible mood. A large man with a bandana and two swords on his back gets in the way when he's walking. He asks him to make a deal. "How about I shoot you instead?" Justin replies. "Take a shot. Go ahead." Justin takes out his gun. "Oh, come on. Fight for real." "Get out of my way. Do you know who I am?" "Do tell." Justin fires. The bullet tears a hole into his shirt, but it doesn't break skin. The brass casing plops out and clatters to the floor. Before Justin can react, the large man hits him in the face once and he falls unconscious. He wakes up with dirt in his mouth. Nora, living in a cheap hotel, gets a knock at the door. She pretends not to be home, but her uninvited guest keeps knocking. She checks the peephole, sees a stunning woman that has something terrifying about her. "I can help you," the woman says when Nora asks if she can be of help. "Open the door. Nothing to be afraid of." She introduces herself as Layla, makes her an offer for something better. "What do you want?" Nora asks, getting to the point. "I want you to work for me." This is an odd way to do that. This is a very odd job. "Do you have an office I can visit during the day?" "It's simple. I give you tasks. You test people for me. Tell me how they do. I give you power, money, respect. Like a high-caliber fixer." Nora finally lets her in. Layla waits until the curtains are closed before closing the deal. Nora gets bitten, feels ecstasy, and later wakes up with dirt in her mouth. Hossam performs his usual sleeping procedure and wakes up with dirt in his mouth. We each record our blood generations. As we all awaken, we find that all the fluids in our bodies have been expelled. It's incredibly painful, and with it comes a hunger for blood. A strange collection of other people similarly claw themselves out of the ground. Some appear dressed from another time. Hossam, a well-defined dark man with a hard-to-place accent and gray eyes, assures us, "Calm will get us through this." "I'm calm," Dimitri responds with a shaky voice. He notices others whispering to one another and pointing at him. Drew and the rest keep calm in spite of the hunger. Dimitri decides not to go speak with some nearby transients who have street food. Around us is a ruined mansion. Drew's awakened eyes see the house that used to be here, can view the people inside, and instantly knows that he's seeing ghosts. Seeing himself as gaunt as one of the corpses he works with normally, Drew starts scratching himself and notices that no blood comes out. A ghost laughs at us. I love this part. Drew whirls around in response to the apparition. "Oh shit, he can hear me," the ghost yells. The attractive woman Nora recognizes from before greets us from inside the house. She holds everyone's attention and congratulates them on becoming one of Cain's chosen. Trying to blend in, Dimitri parrots her praise of Cain. Layla smiles. She gives us a mission. There's a train coming into the city soon. Aboard are enemies of their cabal. We are called to kill everyone in that car. Justin can't believe what's happening and declares that he has to go to work tomorrow. This leads Hassam to place one of the watchmaker's fingers onto his wrist and waits for the response. No pulse, no heartbeat, just like the rest. Billy uses a phone that was actually previously broken, but Ever totally forgot about that, to say that they're hungry. Then their voice emerges for the first time in a long time and they say, "I'm hungry." We realize that we're all hungry. So hungry, and everything outside of blood seems repulsive by comparison. The old hungers died with our mortal selves. Now, a new hunger called. Everyone records their clan names. Drew is Cappadocian, Sepulchral Path. Billy belongs to Child of Discord/Cacophony. Each feeds from a group of corralled humans. Drew sees their ghost suspended in a mystical envelope above their corpse. Dimitri leads Billy to feed together, citing Sam's earlier comment that calm will get us through this moment. Dimitri drinks only so much and stops, slyly apologizing to his victim. Billy chooses the healthiest one among the gathered humans. They freak out after taking a life and fade into the background, fidgeting all the while. Justin says we're all living on borrowed time anyway, apologizes to his victim, and drinks. Justin earns 1 dot in Valerian. Justin's clan is Warrior Salubri. Nora watches all of this closely, trying to appear cold, taking mental notes. She drinks and earns a dot in potency. Nora is clan La Sombra. After feeding, we see others under the same fate and realize our lives will never be the same ever again.
Thank you for that wonderful recap, everyone. Thank you, Eric, for taking notes. So, I'm going to open this session with what I like to call rich internal landscaping, which is details about your character that help you and me get to know them a little bit better. So, Eric, who is waiting for you back at home?
His older brother, Misha, and his younger sister,
What's your younger sister's name?
family. Oh, it's like Moana, but with an O instead of an M. It's just an O-A-N-A.
Okay. Are they?
And,
did they live in LA too?
No, their home for him is back in Bucharest, where he lives with his siblings.
Okay. Ever. Does Billy have any pets?
I had not originally planned so, but I can picture Billy with a bit of fish.
I
So-
wonder gonna feed them now?
Nope, it's just gonna die now. I'm just kidding. I don't know what'll happen to the poor little fish. She named it Fish, by the way.
Tyler, talk about a cool scar Sam has and where he got it.
Scar?
Yeah.
He's missing about a quarter square inch from his left leg and the meaty bit up on the thigh. There's extensive scarring going up and down from it. Shrapnel. The secret behind that is sometimes when you're running really fast from the people chasing you and you're in Iran, bad things happen because there's a lot of mines there.
Mhm.
Nope, I think you're muted.
Yep, I am muted. Harry, who's a regular at your watch shop?
So there isn't exactly a regular, like they come in every day. It isn't the type of business where that happens. But there are, there's the standard people who maybe are of a less legal variety who like to come in. But there's one particular person who comes in about twice a year and ends up either asking for him to find something incredibly specific, which requires him to travel somewhere and, go on like a hunt to look for whatever rare watch this person's looking for, or just something expensive. The guy rarely gives his name, which raises some questions, but he's not involved with the mob as far as Justinian knows, so.
Hey, don't mind me, just taking notes. Steve, who does Nora blame the most for her current legal woes?
I'm going to say that she actually probably blames... Ooh. I have to think of a name. I'm sorry, thinking of stuff. A house, like a state congressman. One that was trying to pass a bunch of laws that, through the circuit that she worked on, she very often came into confrontation with him. She constantly would, rule against what this guy was pushing. And obviously the case would go above her and things like that, but she was a constant roadblock in the judicial branch for this one state congressman.
Cool. Yeah, we can come up with that name later.
Okay.
Jared, your character's probably feeling a little confused right now. Who's he feeling like he should reach out to?
Probably his wife, but I don't think he knows that that's not a good solution at all.
Yeah, but the desire's still there.
Yeah.
What's your wife's name?
We'll go with Jackie, and she just also, that's kind of one of her. Can I add on to what you're saying?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I was gonna say the reason why is because she's kind of up there with the FBI, so she's up in the ranks, and she may or may not come looking for him or be part of the Inquisition. I don't know.
Hey, you have any kids with Jackie?
Yep.
Tell me about your kids.
Definitely, I'd say 2, a boy and a girl. May, Maya, and Aaron. Both of them are fairly young. Say, girl's 10. Looks like her dad. Boy, 5. Looks like her mom. Yeah.
Thank you all so much. So, now, when I had you make your characters last week, I had you hold some dots in reserve. You can go ahead and spend them now.
Some help with that.
So in each
Same.
of your attribute categories, physical, social, mental, I had you hold one back. So you can now add 1 dot to 1 attribute in each category.
Every stat gets a dot, or do we pick one within physical, social, and mental to add a dot to?
In between. So you have 3 dots. One should go in physical, one should go in social, and one should go in mental.
Ah, got it. Okay.
Yeah, but it can go in any of the 3 sub attributes, I guess, that are there.
Okay.
Then when you're done with that, when you get down to abilities, add 2 dots in 2 categories and 1 dot in 1 more.
So what? Wait, what was that last? So 1 in each attribute, and then what was that after that?
No, not 1 in each attribute. 1 dot you can add to the physical category. So pick either strength or dexterity or
Oh.
stamina to have 1. And
Okay.
same for social, either charisma
Oh, okay,
or
gotcha.
minute or appearance,
Gotcha.
and so on.
Gotcha.
The numbers I did not catch were the abilities.
You get 2, 2, and 1.
Okay. And what's the max? 4?
Yeah.
In abilities, it is still 4?
Yes, because these are technically creation dots. Although you've already spent your freebies, so that's fine. I don't mind if you go above 4 at this point.
Yeah, I'll stick with what I did.
I'm good.
Okay, and I also asked you to hold 2 background dots in reserve, and you can keep saving them in case an opportunity arises, or you can spend those on the vampire only stuff. So, Steve, hint, there's a background called Mentor.
Oh,
Probably want that.
okay. How many dots is that?
Each background goes from 1 to 5 dots, and the number of dots is just how cool it is.
Okay.
So you could have a 1 dot mentor who either is someone who's really powerful, but is only willing to do you small favors, or someone who's like middle of the road, but is willing to do a whole lot for you. So the more dots that you put in taking Layla as a mentor, the more she will be willing to do for you, as long as you don't completely screw it all up.
Okay, I'll put 2 dots in mentor. Let's do that. I also did have 3 freebies that I had saved that I did not spend. So, okay.
I'm just gonna save.
Mentor 2. You know what? 1 freebie there.
I think I had already put all of my resource points, or
10 points.
Your
Yeah,
what?
'cause I-
What points?
no, background.
Oh, you should have 5 if you did them
Yeah.
all, or more. 5 or more.
Yeah, you should all have at least 5 dots across backgrounds at this point. What you can also do now is look up your in-clan disciplines. And some of you got a assigned dot that I gave you, but you now have up to 3 to spend.
In
We can't
any
raise
of-
our humanity at this point. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry?
We can't raise our humanity with the freebie points at this point, or no?
You can, if you have freebie points to spend, you can put them in your humanity if you'd like.
Okay.
So we should look up what all of our disciplines are.
Yeah, or you can ask me. I've
What-
got the shit memorized.
What are my disciplines? Hold on.
As a La Sombra, you have Dominate, Fortitude, no, I'm sorry, Potence, Dominate, Potence, and Obtenebration.
That's so awesome. You'll have fun with that one.
Thank you. How did you know?
Eric,
Yes.
so for your clan, write down Pander.
Are we going through all of them, or
I'm sorry?
are we gonna go through all of them?
All of which?
Oh, the everyone's disciplines.
No, I'm just, if you want to look them up and pick 3, go for it.
We just have 3 extra dots to spend in disciplines.
Yes.
Okay,
Because that
just
is-
double checking because that sounds very good.
Yeah, that is normal character creation, so
Okay.
you should have 3 dots of, you get Fortitude, Valerian, and
And
Auspex.
Auspex, yeah.
Yeah, so for Eric, because you're a pander, you get Animalism. And you get your choice of either Fortitude, Potence, or Celerity. So Fortitude is being able to take hits. Potence is being able to hit hard, and Celerity is being able to move quickly.
I'm
What was the
not.
last one?
You get either Potence, Fortitude, or Celerity.
And then, okay, so celerity is moving fast, potency is hitting, fortitude is taking a hit, and animalism is like. your
Animalism is
affinity
talking
with
to animals. So,
Alright.
and then you get another thing. So for your 3rd discipline, write down Kineticism.
Alright.
This is out of a very old book, and I'm sending you the rules for that right now.
Oh, okay.
I can't find my disciplines on the World Wide Web. So can you?
The White Wolf Wiki has almost all of them, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I know. I
so-
looked at the White Wolf Wiki. It just has the lore for them. It doesn't have the actual disciplines, but I may have found it.
Yeah, so your disciplines are Auspex, Fortitude, and Necromancy.
Auspex.
And your primary path is Sepulchre.
And then fortitude. And fortitude is my beefcake discipline, correct?
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And then Auspex, what exactly does that do again?
Oh no.
Auspex is sight beyond sight. It is, you can read auras, you can increase your senses at extremely high levels, you can do telepathy, and you can even astrally project.
Oh, okay. So 3. I think I'm gonna go 1, 1, and then put 2.
So, for Child of Cacophony, I know there's Melpomene, which I got a point in. There was one on my list here that I was told that my clan doesn't get, but I could purchase at some other point or something. Was it Auspex? To be able to, like, read auras and stuff?
Yeah, so your in-clan disciplines are Melpomene, Fortitude, and Presence. And so if you want to learn Auspex, you will need to find someone to teach that to you.
Okay. So for now, I think I will... Does the 3 dots you're giving us now, my 1 is already in Melpomene, and so I only get 2?
Yes.
Okay. Then I shall put a dot in Fortitude and a dot in Presence, and then find someone to teach me Auspex.
Question. I had 4 freebie points left after I put some into humanity and willpower. Could those also be used to put into disciplines as per the book's costs? Or
Yes.
Okay.
7 per for those, right? For disciplines?
For freebies, I do not know that off the top of my head.
Okay, let me double
Yes,
check.
it's 7.
Okay. Oh. So I could bring, in theory, I could bring either Valerian or Fortitude up to level 4 if I don't have Auspex at all. That'd be fun, but...
Actually, it says 10 per dot for freebie.
Did you say
points
you're
on
going to take a
disciplines, but-
discipline to rank 4?
Oh, it's 10 per dot? Then never mind, I can't afford it.
I'm looking at the back on page 497, where it says it shows the character creation process, and at the bottom it says freebie points, and it shows the different costs. Attributes are 5 per dot, abilities 2, disciplines are 10.
Oh, okay,
Backgrounds
then.
are 1, virtues 2.
Okay.
I chose humanity and willpower because it's 1 for 1. So
Bump Valerian to 3, and then on 2 more.
Yeah, it's 7.
The table. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, it
Oh.
says 7 elsewhere. Do 7. Let's go with the one that's in the character creation section, because
Yeah.
10's the XP amount, though. So maybe...
Yeah. I think,
yeah, you might be looking at a different chart, Eric.
yeah, because it's
sorry.
more expensive to buy things with XP
Oh.
than it is with freebie points.
Sorry, I was looking at ghouls.
Oh.
Totally wrong.
Oh,
Oh my. Okay.
that'll do it.
That explains a lot.
Eric, are you a ghoul?
No.
Not anymore. I mean, wait, what?
Wait. Hold up.
I mean, I've been called the ghoul by some people. But...
All right. So I know that potence deals with strength. It gives me a better chance of like physically overpowering people and all that good stuff. Dominate, I know, is you want to look deep into my eyes.
Yeah.
Obtenebration?
Obtenebration.
Obtenebration?
Obtenebration. That is the power over shadows. So, at first level, you can use shadows to make yourself look very scary and intimidating. At level 2, you can drop spheres of darkness on people. No one can see through it except you, and if mortals are in it, they start suffocating. 3 is really cool because that's when you get shadow tentacles.
Oh my god.
And you can put your potence into the tentacles.
Oh my god.
So,
Super fun.
if someone is pissing you off, you summon shadow tentacles, put your potence into them, and just slam them down onto the pavement until they agree that they're wrong and you're right.
Okay.
So...
Okay.
Oh, no, go ahead.
No. Because my initial thought was like, yeah, she should probably have a lot in Dominate because she's going to be very like, no, my idea's the best. And but that, I want to shadow chokeslam people.
Don't we all?
Lasombra, whose clan discipline spread, or one way or another, you're going to do what I want you to do.
So, of the 15 freebies,
Oh.
which I saved because I was worried that I wouldn't have enough to do anything cool with if it did it too early. I think I'm going to spend them both to bring Fortitude up to 4.
Okay.
So I'll have Shatter, which is just the idea of someone punches you and then their hand breaks, which is just nuts, and I think that's hilarious. Ooh, and I can use Defy Bane too, that's really good. 2 dots in Valerian, 4 in Fortitude. That's stupid. Oh, wait a minute. If I did only 1 dot in Valerian, I could do 5 in Fortitude.
Oh, that's pretty awesome, too.
Or I could do 1 in Fortitude, 5 in Valerian. Let's go Fortitude.
Questions, comments? Please for mercy.
If everything
Now-
everything is so cool, what do you think I should take discipline-wise? Character-wise, it seems like Dominate is where I should put my points, right?
Dominate 2 of Tenebration 1, coming from someone who's played your clan many times.
That's what I was thinking. Dominate 2, yeah. All
And then
right.
Raise of Tenebration with XP so you can choke slam.
Okay, that was
I'm
kind of my thought.
shocked, I say, to hear Tyler has played this kind of character in the past.
Okay, so I'm gonna put this up to you guys or to chat if chat wants to chime in. So I am stuck between, do I want to do Fortitude 5, Valerian 1, or Valerian 2, Fortitude 4? Because Fortitude 5, the thing is, it gives me Marble Skin, which allows me to ignore the first damage that I take. Let me see, just double check what it is.
This might help make up your mind, Harry.
Yeah.
It is at Valerian 2 that you get the third eye.
Oh. Okay, never mind. I'm going Fortitude 4, Valerian 2.
Actually, okay, I got a question.
Yes.
So, is it for my necromancy? So, if I'm correct, if you got necromancy 1, it's insight. You basically can just see ghosts, correct? 2,
If
you
make
can
your roll, yes.
Yeah, 2, you can summon a wraith. Correct. And then 3 is when you can actually order souls to do stuff, correct?
I believe off the top of my head, yes, that is Sepulchre Path.
Okay. Then I think I just might relocate that. Take it from Aspect and put it in Necromancy.
I have
So that way I have 3 in Necromancy, and 1 in Fortitude, and none in Aspects, but I can always put more in those later on.
I have a Rachel question.
Yes.
The background that we just got. For me, that would be Mentor.
Mm-hmm.
With I have 1 freebie dot remaining because I bumped up one of my abilities by 1, which costs 2 freebies.
Mm-hmm.
So I have 1 left. Would I be able to put that 1 into Mentor, or would it need to be one of the backgrounds I had at initial character creation?
Let me look up the freebie chart. very
Backgrounds are
quickly.
1 for 1.
Yes. Yes, you can put your final dot there.
So you would be okay with Mentor 3?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that smile at all, actually. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm just gonna look. Okay. Alright. Discipline spent and my last freebies spent.
You should know, Eric. Sombra is not my favorite clan. It's my second favorite.
Tell. It's your first favorite.
I am a son of Malkov.
What was that?
I am a son of Malkov. We are all sons of Malkov and daughters. And pals. It's like saying pals because cracks ever up every time.
Okay. How are people feeling about their vampires?
Good.
Great.
It would be Flesh of Marble seems busted, but I think I'm gonna stick to 4 because I do like that third eye.
You made a pun. Flesh of Marble seems busted, you know, because marble bust.
It completely negates the first source of damage each turn as long as it's not sunlight.
It's
Look at him just
stupid.
trying to ignore you, Ever. Look at
No, I get the pun, but like that is busted. But then again, so there's the sleep touch thing.
You're not
It's like
gonna get it better,
against a
Eric.
mortal, right? Isn't it just Jade? Isn't the sleep touch like?
It's also with Kindred. You just touch them.
That's
They
insane.
fall asleep. But the touch of sleep is only for healers.
No, it's also warrior.
What?
I feel
Oh my god, that's
confident, but
Should be a roll.
Your
confused.
build's
no,
very
it's
good,
not, though.
Steve.
I changed a couple of dots only because it was like, oh, I see how this power. If it's okay, I'd switch like 2 dots around to give myself a little bit better of what the powers are, because I just don't know these things going into this.
Totally fine.
Okay,
Your sheet's good. I've been spying on it.
okay, I appreciate you.
Feel free to spy on my sheet as well.
I did. You're also good.
All right.
You're good.
Thank you.
Alright. So, we open back in the ruined mansion in West Adams, which is the Savant Cathedral. You are all newly created Canites. For many of you, this was your first taste of mortal blood, and it tasted a lot better than you would have expected. Many of you look down to see your first victim sprawled and bleeding in your arms. You've all passed your humanity check, so you know what you have done is wrong. Just taken a life. So how do you respond?
That was
Seeing,
exhilarating.
Seeing Billy kind of freak out, I would imagine Dimitri would go over and just try to calm them down as best as he can. I don't know what that would entail. Would that be empathy?
I'm gonna let you roleplay that.
Oh, okay. It's I did not enjoy doing that either. But listen, if we don't, and he kind of looks warily around at he's scanning the crowd for the people that were pointing him out previously. Like, if we don't go with the flow, we sink with the boats. It's a bad analogy, but you get what I'm saying, yes?
Boats?
Yes, we want to float. We don't want to sink. We need to go with the flow. Yeah. And he kind of leans in a little bit. It's like, we have to. These people, whoever they are very powerful. We need to blend in with them. Do you understand? Just follow what I do. Just do it as I do. Yeah. Duh.
Your anxiety is rubbing off on them. I think we have a train to catch at some point, if I recall correctly.
I like trains better.
And I am anxious to get out of here, so...
I like trains better than boats.
Is this some type of?
I thought we'd take the train. I'd give her a ha and a hi-ya, and I'd kick her, sir. Anastasia.
Is this like some sort of new existence?
I crouch down in front of Billy. Your name's Billy, yes?
Mhm.
Excellent. Oh, Billy. Maintaining eye contact. Not for the reason you think, Rachel. It's probably best if for now you just pretend this is all just a really weird dream. But we get to ride a train in this dream, and then I start humming a soothing song. Something Persian
Dream
from
a
my
little
homeland.
dream for me.
Till they start singing, and then I'll join them.
Okay, so the woman, who only Nora has recognized, walks forward. My beloved childer, tonight is the first night of you coming into your true power. You have all been chosen because you are special and gifted. And she looks on the pile of corpses that you and the other shovelheads have created, and she approves. You have taken your first step into the shadows. Now take your second. And an impossibly thin man walks next to her, and he's carrying what looks like a really elaborate wrought iron chalice in one hand. And in the other hand, he has... It's a dagger. It's a ritual dagger. That's the only thing you can think of to describe what it is. And he says in a light Spanish accent, "Good evening, no childer. This ritual some of you may find disturbing. Your first time, this is acceptable. Yet, you must complete it. There is no choice. We are all one under the Dark Father's aegis. And tonight, we bring you with us. So please, form a circle." Does anyone not form a circle?
Cautiously.
I'm going to ask, what are we doing?
You will see very soon. It is better to show and not to explain.
Okay. Okay. Whatever.
So
Okay.
Nora's whole thing right now is she's trying to play along as best as possible. She you know, law school, courtrooms, like ritual proceedings of things, whether it be a magical ritual or just like an innate kind of like, this is the process of parliamentary system. So she's just kind of like trying to catch on as much as possible, and she's gonna like stand up straight, hold herself as, you know, together as possible, and she wants to, like, she's gonna follow along kind of as quickly and as promptly as possible to be like, yeah, no, I can do all of this.
Okay. So, if no one else tries to step out of line, you see this impossibly thin man hand Layla the dagger. She cuts into her own wrist, and she will bleed into the chalice that he's holding. And then you see her lick her hand, and the wound vanishes. And he will go to each of you in turn. He's gonna start with Nora. He offers you the dagger, hilt first, and the chalice.
Kind of just stand up straight, kind of look at him, take both, or take the dagger, I guess. Only.
He's not gonna let you have the chalice.
No, take the dagger, and just. And I'll cut myself. Picking up, but that's supposed to be what we're supposed to do, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And I'll follow along. I will follow the ritual and put it into the chalice.
Okay. Dimitri, you're next.
Alright. Dimitri's a go with the flow kind of person, like you said, so he just kind of, you know, mimics what everybody else does. Just like, oh yeah, this is no big deal. Bleeds into the chalice.
Okay. What does Justinian do?
Take the dagger, and I'll ask the person holding the chalice, what's your name?
Raphael. And then
Raphael.
just a long list of Spanish names.
Okay, Raphael. and I'll cut my hand and put the blood in the chalice.
Okay. How about Drew?
What will this do to me?
It will bring you closer together with your comrades in arms.
I just met these people. Jesus Christ.
This is why we do it.
Yeah. I'll do it. I don't got much of a choice. I can't go back home. Even though I want to.
Just nods, doesn't say anything, hands you the dagger.
I take it and I right on the vein.
Okay. And for all of you, you expect it to hurt. And it doesn't hurt as much as you like, because you've all injured yourself before as mortals. It doesn't hurt as much as it should. And especially for those of you who have fortitude, you're like, huh. Alright. So, Raphael comes to another one of the shovelheads. Someone who hasn't really been coping well. And offers her the dagger. And she just starts backing away and screaming, just like, no, no, you can't make me. And then from out of the ground, you see about 4 shadow tentacles just erupt. And they wrap around her. And you can tell that they're squeezing. And they keep squeezing and squeezing until you can tell that this person is no longer undead. They're dead. They're dead, dead. Raphael brings the chalice to Billy.
Me? Me, I cut?
Yes, you do.
Okay. And Billy will very carefully stare at this knife and go ahead and cut enough to put in the chalice. And it's strange because of all the things that have freaked Billy out, this is not one of them. It just seems to make them nervous.
Okay. And so Raphael continues circling, and all the other people who seem very disturbed, like they really don't want to do this, they really don't want to be here, they've just witnessed a whole nother murder. So they fall in line pretty quickly. So Raphael brings it to Sam.
Sam cuts into the vein more than is necessary. It's like he's testing himself somehow. But he bleeds into the chalice.
Okay. And so, at the very last, you see Raphael. He won't use the dagger. He'll bite into his own wrist and bleed into it. He brings the cauldron into the center of the circle. And he raises it, and he says in a very prayerful intonation, "In Cain, we are one. In Cain, we are uplifted. In Cain, we are free. Praise Cain." And everyone else who's not a shovelhead gives a resounding praise Cain. And he brings the chalice back to Layla, who takes a sip from it. And then each of you, in turn, are offered the same chalice. So, does anyone not drink? Okay.
Because I'd like to not, I'm gonna drink anyways. I have a feeling it wouldn't go well for me if I didn't go along.
No.
Same. That demonstration of what happened with the tentacles really, like, yeah, no, I need to drink it.
Okay.
Billy just knows that the stuff in the chalice smells good, and the person from earlier tasted good, so bottoms up.
And any of you who have dots in awareness, the hair goes up on the back of your neck, and you know something powerful has just happened, although you're not sure what. And I will go into your sheets later, but this has the effect. Anyone who drinks has a vinculum of 1 to every other participant. So,
Spell
what
that?
it is called vinculum. I will put it in the chat.
Thank you.
So, vinculum is rated on a score of 1 to 10. If any of you had blood bonds, they're broken, including the blood bond created when your sire embraced you. Yeah, and so with a vinculum of 1, you know, this is an okay person. You are more likely to give them your attention over someone that you do not have a vinculum to. But right now it's very mild.
Huh.
10. Okay.
All right. And so this is a little early for a break, but I think it's a good narrative point.
A quick question. When we
Yes.
get that connection, I know you said it's pretty mild, you would just kind of put their interest over people who you don't have the vinculum with.
Mm-hmm.
But can we sense anything about each other now? Do we have any sort of emotional or psychic bond at this point?
At this point, at vinculum 1, you do not.
Okay.
But once it starts getting up there, yes.
Okay. Just curious if I could sense anything about them. Okay.
Any other questions before we go to break? Okay.
No. We'll take this break. I was going to start asking questions about the mission, but that should wait.
Yeah. All right, we will see everybody in 10 minutes.
All right.
Praise Cain. You have successfully completed Shovelhead's first rivalry, and now that you're all sort of standing around, looking at each other, trying to figure out what comes next, Layla speaks again. So, you all know your task. The train is coming into the city in a few hours. In the final car is one of our enemies. Kill him. Do what you wish with the others, but this one must die. We are leaving the planning mostly to you. We will be here to provide support.
Who is, he raises his hand, unsure. Who is this person that absolutely has to die?
He is a warlord. He works for our enemies, the Camarilla. His name is Karsh.
What's the Camarilla?
Our enemies.
They are our greatest enemies, and now that you have drunk from the sacred cup, they are your enemies too. If they ever find that you have just performed this ritual, they will kill you.
Well, I guess we got somebody to kill then. I'll do it.
Oh, I expect you will all do it.
I really want to know how this... Since we're dead, how does our bodies work? Huh. I wonder what it'd be like to cut him open. Getting excited. What do you guys think?
I think we all need to get to know each other a little bit before we head out. What were we before now? What are our skills or capabilities?
Till more?
I'll walk up, and I assume I've had hard of hearing or even deaf people in my court before. Some sort of interaction. And I'll just kind of walk up and get as close to Billy as possible. You actually do talk when you sign, right?
Billy wouldn't
Okay.
before the Melpomene.
Okay.
But because of it, you can hear them. Billy would also do echolalia, so like
Okay.
For instance, the whole quoting things from Anastasia because
Yeah.
it was relevant.
Sure. Okay. Then I guess just to clarify again, having had people in the court before, I'll walk up to Billy as close as I can and just be like, can you hear me at all? Deaf or hard of hearing?
Yes. Hard of hearing.
Which ear is better? And I'll kind of like, lean to that side. Yes, we're going to go kill more people.
On the train?
Correct. This is not a choice. We're in this now. You understand?
Yes, I understand.
Okay. Can you read lips?
No.
I'll turn back to everyone else. If you can, stay on...
Billy.
Stay on Billy's... Which side is that for you? All the images are reversed.
Oh, right side.
Stay on Billy's right side.
Good to know. Thank you.
Copy that.
Thank you.
Nora would just kind of shrug, and go back. Alright, you. Creepy one that wants to cut people open.
Well, I wouldn't put it that way. What do you want?
I want to know who the hell you are.
Well, my name's Drew. I live in Minnesota.
Don't
I
care.
have
Skills, capabilities, let's go.
Wow. You want to know what? If you really want to get to know me, come on, man.
I'm not man.
Well, I work on dead bodies. I was an examiner for the cops. Was, anyways.
Interesting. Okay.
I'm sure it's got something to do with that. I have an idea, anyways. I have ideas that I would love to try. And knowing that we're dead and I'm walking amuses me, and I really want to know how this ticks. I want to cut one open.
All right. Examiner, want to cut people open, scientific, and easily amused. Got it. You. Kind of angry one. Out for vendettas. I'm looking at Justinian.
Watchmaker.
Anything
I
helpful?
guess I have a pretty solid working knowledge of just about any mechanical device, and I'm pretty good at tracking things down. A lot of my business also involves tracking down rare or sometimes one-of-a-kind parts and watches in general.
Okay. So if I need the Omega Sean Connery war in the movies, I'll call you. Other than that,
Omegas didn't get introduced until later. Sean Connery wore a Submariner Rolex.
this is great. That's why we have you. That's going to come in real handy in a murder train.
There can only be one.
Might not come in handy in a murder train, but who knows?
Okay. Kind of skip over Billy for right now. Hoodie.
What? Talking to me?
No, the other one.
Anastasia.
Dimitri.
What do you do, Dimitri?
I can drive stick shift.
I look back at Layla, just like
You.
The blood will tell.
You.
me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You not ask me. What do?
Yes, Billy. What do you do?
I'm smart.
In what way?
Music.
Okay.
Voice. Thinking. You? You do what?
Let's just say I'm also smart. In other ways.
And a
How?
crook.
How are you smart?
We'll get to that.
Now.
Or
You smart
asking
how?
some good questions. But who you are as a mortal doesn't matter. For instance, this gentleman, she says, indicating Dimitri, was embraced by the cup. Normally that doesn't work, we just end up with another dead mortal. It will be interesting to see what powers you manifest. And of course, your mortician friend, I think, will grow far, far closer to the dead than he ever did in life.
Okay. So we all have a lot to learn about ourselves. This is good.
Magic? Magic, yes, no?
I kind of just... Are you asking me or Layla?
Layla.
This world is full of magic, as I'm sure that one, she says, pointing to Justinian, will learn sooner rather than later. You have an interesting heritage. Survive to realize it.
And how does Hassam carry himself, Tyler?
Tom has been standing there the whole time behind you and to the left, which is somehow on the right side of Billy. So if you actually, like, the hell are you doing, and look at him, he's just been watching, not you, all the people you've been quizzing, and his eyes devour them. He's not listening to what they're saying, he's listening to what their reaction is to your questions. So he carries himself like all of this is information. He's learning something about all of them.
Okay. And you seem observant?
First, what are you good at? And I don't mean what the papers say, I want to know what you think you're good at. Besides taking charge.
Someone has to. Uncertain times. Research. Finding the way things work. Exploiting them. Making sure that they... Exploiting them to the right way. Making sure that it runs the way it's supposed to.
Like you. I'm Hassam. I find out things that people don't want me to find out, and I remove problems efficiently.
Like, say, someone in the back of a train car?
Yes, like, say someone in the back of a train car.
Okay.
I'm also very good at, when they're my enemies, looks at Layla, making it hurt.
Hassam?
You're muted, Layla.
Yep, Layla will maintain eye contact like, oh, are you trying to threaten me? That's adorable.
Oh no. Like, I'm gonna make this guy hurt for you. Seduction eyes.
Oh, okay. She likes that.
You... her... fuck?
Hassam does not cringe or even react. He just looks you right in the eyes, Billy, and says, if she wants to.
Okay.
That's really not a desire many of us have anymore.
Billy just noticed the bedroom eyes.
Well, do you have a plan? That question she mostly directs at Nora.
Formulating one currently. I don't know much about where we're going. Where does this train run?
So,
And in addition, please tell us everything you know about the target.
It is coming from Chicago. It will arrive at Union Station in about 2 hours. The car is a special arrangement. Everything I know about Karsh, well, he's a warlord of the Camarilla, so expect a good fight. He is gangrel, which I know means nothing to any of you, but expect claws and teeth and lots of them.
so
Friends?
go on.
I'm sorry, Jared.
Mine's kind of like a side thing, so I guess.
Okay.
Go on.
Friends? Allies? Does Kirsch have these?
Non-combatants.
Oh, everybody there will be a combatant. He does have quite a few allies. Expect empowered mortals to be his attendants. Possibly also some other weaker canines as an escort.
How quiet or noisy do you want this to be? Or, you know,
Quiet is-
cameras, mortals.
Oh no. Ideally you will not be caught on camera at all. This is going to happen well outside the city limits.
Is this a private train? Or is this an Amtrak?
Cargo train. Most of it is a purely mortal endeavor. We have simply piggybacked on it.
What in real life, a cargo train isn't manned by a ton of people, right? It has like an engineer and like a couple of people that make sure it
Correct.
runs, but it's not going to have more than a handful of like workers on it, maybe 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Correct?
Interesting. Okay. So 3 innocent
You-
people seems like an acceptable loss to take out.
Well, we would like the rest of the train to arrive at its destination.
Maybe don't kill the pilot. You, slice of dice. You look like you have a question.
Who, me?
Who else would I be talking to?
I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking about what I can do with this unlife. I can see things. I can see dead people, basically, and I'm getting ideas on what I can do and how I can be effective. But with that, I'm actually gonna he's in his own mind. He's kind of talking to himself. He's like, what if I can use these spirits? Yes. And he goes and sees, and he actually goes to the corner and talks to himself, basically. He's actually acting like he's talking to somebody. Like, okay.
Leans into Nora. Maybe don't give that one an important task.
No, doesn't seem like it. I'm sure he'll be useful eventually.
If nothing else, someone has to get shot, right?
Do you have blueprints of the tracks? Muted, Rachel.
Sorry. Yes. You do get a map of the tracks. It looks hand-drawn, but well done. And
Okay.
it's effectively a train yard. So this part of Union Station is very busy. Trains coming in and out all the time. And for, a good mile or two, it's just tracks and warehouses.
Okay. But they want us to hit this outside the city limits before it gets to the station, correct?
Right, and that is the area where you will be fighting.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so it's not on a long stretch of track where we could look for a junction and separate it onto a different part of the track and do what we need to and then back it up.
Also, how many of us are there total, counting the NPC shovelheads?
So Steve, you can still do that. And there is about another 12 shovelheads. And so when Nora questions them, it's a wide range. You've got a security guard who says he knows how to shoot. You've got some athletes. You've got someone who's I was just out for a run. I'm an accountant.
I designate all of them crowd control.
Okay.
Billy.
What?
Look at the map. It said you're smart. Show me. What do you see?
Storyteller, what does Billy?
So what are you looking for?
Best ambush places? Best escape route?
Okay, so just where you can get a tactical advantage.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and give me intelligence. Let's see. What would be a good roll for this? Academics, possibly?
Okay.
I'm going to be saying this a lot. Can I use
okay.
my leadership to kind of the way that I'm telling Billy to look at this, I want them to I'm basically trying to get people to act in a way to react to me. So just like by telling them, just be like, hey, you told me you were smart, what do you see? Trying to like egg them on to really put their best foot forward.
Okay. So I'm not necessarily gonna call for a roll on that, because that role play is gonna be between you and Billy.
Okay. Wasn't sure they
And
could give them.
what's...
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Oh, what's the difficulty?
6.
Only one success. Damn.
Okay.
Billy's a little nervous.
All right. Sorry. Sending secret messages.
Oh.
Always the best part of being
Secret.
a vampire storyteller. So, yeah. So with one success, you do manage to pick out like, okay, well, so there's this warehouse here, and the slightly taller warehouse here. So we could use that as a fairly good staging ground. And you do also like, oh, okay, here's where there's a switch in the tracks.
Switch there. Building there. Perfect. Perfect.
So,
So basically, Billy's relayed all this to Nora, pointing everything out on the map.
Perfect. Good job, Billy.
so I come back from talking into the corner, and you see he's got a bottle that is glowing with something that's definitely in it. And I ask him, I tell you guys, this is a little bit of an experiment. I think they're up for a rude awakening. So I believe if we throw this in there and break it, something's going to happen. I don't know what.
Going to share moonshine with them? What is that?
I don't know.
So how many of you have aspects at least 2 dots?
I'll have what at 2 dots?
Aspects.
It's a discipline.
Yes. Yes?
I have dominate at 2 dots.
Yes, this is aspects that I am asking.
Oh, the specific thing. Got it. Sorry.
Yes. Okay.
What?
So, yeah, it looks like an empty vodka bottle.
Is there anything in there?
Yeah. Can't you see it? It's there.
It looked like you already drank it.
Oh, we'll see what happens.
You
And I go on, sorry.
stupid?
I mean, I've been called worse things, but there's nothing
No,
there.
no. Him.
I wouldn't say stupid, but I am a little crazy.
Doesn't have water. Doesn't have vodka.
No. But I did stuff something in it, something that you can't see.
What?
Hey, Drew. Cool story.
I can... Let's just say I can see dead stuff. And I believe... He scratches his head. I think I stuffed a spirit inside of it, and it's really pissed off.
The ghost?
Yes, and I don't know what'll happen. So I think if we throw it in there, into the train car, the spirit will be pissed off and kill everybody. That's
You know, if you told me this 20 minutes ago, I'd think you were insane.
Angry ghost.
And he puts up the empty bottle, and he's like, see? It's in there. You don't see it like...
Dimitri takes a couple steps away from Drew.
There.
I don't see it, but I'm willing to give you the
Another
benefit of the
one
doubt.
bites the dust.
And he puts it in his back pocket, like, oh.
Who you
got
gonna
this.
call? Ghostbusters!
All right.
Nora's
So-
impatience is starting to kick in. Are we all done trying to just throw in random stuff? We had a plan forming here.
You're rude.
We ambush them at the crossroads.
Right. We'll use the
get in, get out.
we'll use the junction Billy found, put the train in a place where people aren't expecting it, so we'll be lost for a little bit of time, giving us an opening. We'll come in, we'll take out who we need to.
Well, we're
and get
missing
back.
one point. The thing is we were only to do one cart, the very end of the cart. What about the other carts? There's going to be other people on those other carts.
The cargo train.
It's
Cargo
cargo
train.
train. We're talking
You could
about
derail it.
That too.
well, they still want it delivered ultimately. If we just
They do?
have it,
Oh.
if it's just an accident and it comes in on the wrong line and it goes to the wrong part of the train yard, it still is delivered. It'll just be lost for a few hours before the crew, gets off, turns it in, and gets everything straightened up. No harm, no foul. They're only picking back off of it anyway, so no big deal. The Camarilla, at least, they're not an official part of the train. Did I get all of that right out of game, Rachel?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Nora's plan is a good plan. Also, the rest of you should remember it doesn't matter because every plan goes to shit once we get there. It's a good plan. Just be ready to improvise. Don't overthink it. Overthinking's how you die. Twice, apparently.
I'm just excited.
I was not directing that at Drew, I was directing that at Justinian.
Good. So, your carriage awaits.
We have a
So,
carriage? Or maybe a
You
bus?
are all sort of herded outside, where there are a couple battle vans waiting.
Oh.
And so, these are like big black vans, like almost like delivery vans. You've seen them. And so the back doors are opened, and the vans are already occupied by Schlachta. So, what you see are a couple used to be people, and they have been transformed in ways that, like, you don't even really comprehend. So, one of them is like super muscly, like works out, takes steroids, professional bodybuilder level of muscles, and 4 arms. Another one has just chitinous bone plating for armor and extremely long bone fingernails that look like razors.
Awesome.
And neither of them have mouths. It's just smooth flesh where a mouth should be.
Interesting. Huh.
Yes, very.
Are you guys dead
very
too?
Interesting.
Oh, don't mind them. They're not going to live very long.
Are they? I want to know. I want to know the secret. Okay. Any
You're
calm?
ugly.
So you call them ugly, and there's like no understanding in their eyes. All you can see is pain.
You dumb.
Think of them like machines, Billy. I say only so only Billy hears. They're not people anymore.
Not people.
Correct.
I am
More like
people.
robots. You are people. Different, but still people.
Okay.
What are those? He says, looking at Layla like,
They're Schlachta. They are a creation of our friends the Shimasei.
Oh. Very, interesting, yes.
You were burning moonlight. And so she
Yes.
loads all of you into the van. There is a collection of weapons in here. So it's a lot of firearms, there's a lot of like lengths of rebar, things that can be ported into a weapon. There is nothing made out of wood, so there are no baseball bats or boards, and there is nothing that you can use to start a fire.
Damn it. I was thinking Molotov cocktails. I'd risk that. Frenzy.
Yeah. There are some really nice guns here and some really nice swords.
Go for the most efficient blade and the most efficient weapon. And efficiency to Hassam doesn't mean big or automatic fire. It means fast reload for the gun, smooth firing. And for the sword, it means hard to break the sword.
Yeah, you
And,
find
Go on.
reasonably nice looking 9mm, and it's about this long. Longer, maybe about twice as long. You can tell that, okay, this is good steel.
Excellent. I also take like 5 knives.
Okay.
Drew definitely takes a gun. He wouldn't go for anything big, but he would definitely find like the biggest thing that can not the biggest, but the smallest thing that can pack a punch. So
Yeah.
if there's a revolver, he wants it. Like something that'll blast a hole right through him.
Sure, you have a revolver. Don't
Grab a
forget
pair
to
of-
write this down on your character sheet.
Let me
Are
see
there
if they
any
have, like,
brass knuckles? Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say if they have some brass knuckles and like a 9mm, Dimitri will take them, tuck them into his jacket.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely grab a handgun and a sword, as well as a knife. And then if they have anything like a carbine, like a short-barreled rifle, something along those lines with a collapsing stock, so decently concealable, but with rifle caliber, I'm taking that.
Sure.
I also take 4 reloads and a silencer, if there is one.
The suppressor's looking nice.
Yeah. You can find a silencer.
Another question on
Well,
that part.
When I see the way Justinian looks, I toss him one with a nod.
Are we still worried about tinnitus, gentlemen?
Yeah, are there protective earplugs, actually? Because even like a suppressed rifle in those enclosed quarters, you might want something like that.
There are not. And so Nora says her comment about tinnitus, and Layla has gone off to handle another group of shovelheads. And so your attendee is the woman that you've noticed before. She looks Asian of some sort, probably Afghani, wearing a headscarf and a giant fuck-off sniper rifle.
I look. Oh, sorry. I thought you were done.
Yeah, so she laughs a little bit with Nora's comment. You learned fast. I like that.
I look at her and say in Farsi, "Not fast enough, I guess, to understand the suppressor isn't for our ears."
It is. She'll respond in Farsi. It is good not to attract attention.
You never know. Police are always where you don't want them to be. And then I repeat that to Nora in English, that last sentence.
And so, what happens is you are speaking in English, and then you cut off halfway through. Like, you keep speaking, but none of you can hear him finish the sentence. And the woman in front of you is looking very pleased with herself. That's how you do it.
I should probably send this to you in the side, but I smirk at her and do it right back to her.
Okay.
Billy looks at you two and just goes, "What happened?"
Neither of us seem mad. We're both amused.
Billy will
Alright.
look at all the weapons and just seem perplexed. Player comment: Billy does not have any brawl or melee or firearms or larceny. Billy has performance, expression, animal ken crafts. So I'm in technology and science. So if there's anything that caters to those in the amalgamation of weaponry,
that would mostly be for like bomb making, and they are not going to give shovelheads bomb materials.
Damn. No breaking Billy, huh?
Sam has one more surprise up his sleeve, apparently. I actually dedicated a dot for this. Tyler can't do it, but Hassam can. We've silenced each other, myself and the other asszʟʟite. So I sign to you, stay with me or stay with him, pointing at Justinian, you'll be okay.
You sign?
I just smile at you.
The whole time! You sign!
I sign the word...
Fuck you!
I sign the word brother causes pain. Memories.
Sorry.
I'm gonna ask the handler, do you have any armor-piercing ammunition? Green tips?
I do.
We can't have that?
If you prove yourself.
Fair enough.
I'm also going to take, if they have them, like fast reloads for revolvers. So it's got like the little circle thingy with the bullets in it. So you can just go.
Yeah, you can get a couple of those.
Yeah. Other than that, I have my trusty bottle of emptiness and my gun. I
walk over to Dimitri. Your name's Dimitri, right?
Yeah, correct.
I look at your hands devoid of weapons. So tell us, Dimitri, why are you here? Not in the train, in the city.
Listen to the wrong people. Got stranded here. I don't have papers. You understand this?
Where were you before Los Angeles?
I was back home in Bucharest.
Bucharest. How old are you?
40s, 50s.
I hand you a knife. You know how to use this. Don't be shy.
Yeah, but it's okay. Really, but thank you. He shows him like the little 9mm he had tucked into his jacket. Like it's okay.
Well, if we're all done, we have a train to go on.
Boy.
So, you are loaded all into the van. The woman coming with you. And you drive. You are driven to the place that Billy identified. And way in the distance, you can see the train's headlight.
We want to go to the switch.
Okay. Yeah. You switch the tracks.
And then we can basically just wait for it. It's going to pull into the wrong part of where it's going next.
Okay. Yeah, so that happens. The train keeps going. It is one of those extremely long cargo trains where, like, if you're stuck at a crossing, you're just like, holy shit, trains do not need to be this long.
There for like 20 minutes.
Yeah. And so the train conductor, the engineer, figures out after it's too late, that he has gone the wrong direction. So, I'm going to need, let's make that strength plus athletics if you want to jump onto the car.
I'm not good at that.
No.
Athletics and strength, you said?
Sam will activate celerity to get better speed with the train to make the roll easier.
Okay. You can have a bonus dice for that.
This is not my thing. Oof. So, can I use Dex for this particular thing?
Nope.
Ah, I got
Just
one
trying to
dice.
do
Remember, you can always spend willpower for an automatic success.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend willpower on this one.
Tens explode or a 2?
I'm sorry?
Or do 10s explode or are they 2?
Tens explode.
Okay.
Four
You would be
successes.
only using celerity and not potency.
I can roll
Potency's
into
like
a
just
1.
dealing damage, right?
I wrote that wrong.
Potency also increases your strength. So if you're
Okay,
not,
I'll-
if your potency is not activated, you always get to add 1 dice to your strength pool. If you turn it on, you lose that die until you turn it back off. But when you turn it on, you can crush things and throw cars.
I'll use that. I'll use I have 2 dots in potency, so can I use that to like along with my strength and then athletics try
Yep.
to jump onto the car? All right. I would have to lose a point of blood.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so that gives me, if I have 2 in potency and I spend a blood pool point, that gives me how much exactly towards my strength? Just 1 or 2?
Oh my god, I actually got a success on that one, so I got 2 successes. Out of 1
2
die,
dice.
2
One
successes.
per die.
So your base strength plus 2 more dice.
Okay.
I have gotten a singular success.
Okay.
7. Okay, so I got
Some
7
got
dice.
4.
Alright, cool.
Must be nice.
I mean, this what I do.
I'm gonna spend a willpower because Billy only has 1 die to roll.
I will also
okay.
spend a willpower.
Actually, in that case, I got 4. I will assist Billy with a gentle fling.
With a gentle fling. Would
on,
you
Billy,
still like
let's
me
go.
to roll? With a gentle fling.
Yeah, so that will bring your difficulty down to 4. So, because now you just have to not splat.
Not splat. Okay.
You just have to make the landing.
Aha! 7.
Awesome.
Not 7 successes, but 7 on my die.
4.
Also, wait. Did you spend blood pool on your potence, Eric?
Yeah.
So, no. When potence is passive, you always get those 2 dice in your strength. It's as if your strength was 2 higher. When you spend blood
Oh.
points, you get to do the other things potence does, but you lose the dots to your strength. When you turn it
Oh.
on with blood, that lets you, like, do feats of nonsense, like literally throw cars.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to like jump on there. But okay.
That's true for anyone with celerity, too. If you don't turn it on, it's just bonus dex stats.
Okay, cool. So I got difficulty 6, right?
Mhm.
I got 6 successes.
Nice.
Hell
Alright.
yeah.
Steve, are you, is Nora jumping or is she staying behind?
I wasn't
Been
planning
watching
on,
his face the whole time.
I was not planning on jumping onto the train. That doesn't seem like a very Nora thing.
That's fair. So, the rest of you do manage to jump onto this moving train, clinging to the sides of it. And so you notice that the train has been rigged with a very complicated lock, like more than you would expect on a normal cargo train.
I look at Dimitri. Teamwork, I pull out electronic lockpicks.
So, a couple things. So, Nora, you see this happening because the woman who came with you, she also does not jump on the train. Instead, she unshoulders her big fuck-off sniper rifle, and you see her start to take aim. But before this happens, you hear a crack, and she falls down with a very large hole in her head.
Whoa! I look and I try to figure out what the hell just happened.
Someone sniped her.
Holy shit.
Fire free already.
Worst critical fumble in history.
Is that what's coming over the comp?
Do we have comms? I didn't think we did.
None of us specified comms. So
Yeah, so, you do
So
not have anything.
I check for a like? Oh no, I can't check for a pulse. Does she seem like she's dead? Super deep, like re-dead?
She's
Or-
not moving.
What the shit?
So, back on the train.
So, Dimitri, what do you got for larceny? Whoever's is higher should be primary, and the other one assist.
That would be you. I have 2 dots.
Okay. So how do you do assist Eric or Rachel so Eric can do his thing and I can roll?
One success, am I on the train?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll just cover them.
I'm actually gonna go up to Hassan. Throw this in there. Make sure it breaks.
We
Do
have
not
to
go in
unlock
there.
the door first. Back up.
Obviously, I'm just telling you just to make sure you know.
So how do we do assist so Eric can help?
Alright. So, I'll basically say that the difficulty is now, because you're both helping, you bring the difficulty down by 2. So, Eric, give me a dexterity plus larceny, please.
Oh no, he's
Alright.
assisting.
Oh, okay. So, it'll be brought down by 1 for each person who's assisting. So difficulty 4, dex larceny, please.
7 dice, let's not fail. 4, you say? Do 10s explode, or I heard you tell Harry 2 or explode?
They explode.
5 successes.
Okay. Yeah, so this is, it looks like they tried really hard, but you're like, oh, hey, a flaw, and just yank it, and the 2 train doors swing open.
Is now this time, I'd probably just chuck it in there.
And Nora thought you wouldn't be useful, Dimitri.
Okay, so you chuck it in, and so what's in here is about 10 people. They all look very surprised that, the train doors are now suddenly open. One of them is extremely surprised because now their hair is on fire. And, only Drew will hear this, and see this. Your guy who thought you were buddies. 5. He, uses some ghost power, sets something on fire, and then, floats off with a fuck you!
I also tend to look very surprised when my hair is on fire.
And he fucks off back to the Shadowlands. But you did successfully compel him to help. So, I think it's initiative time.
Alrighty.
Remind
That
me
is,
how the initiative
wits
is.
and
So you add your wits plus your dexterity, and you add that number to the roll of 1d10.
that'll be a 9 for me.
15.
Same.
Wits plus
Oh.
dexterity.
I can just
Hey.
No,
an initiative
a
roll.
D10 by itself, Jared, and then you add your wits and dex.
I also
Good
have
result.
15
Okay.
because I rolled a 10.
Nice. So did Dimitri.
14 for Nora.
God, really? Got a 1.
Not so much for
Alright.
Drew.
Eric, what did
But
you roll?
34.
I rolled a 10. So
I got a 7.
15 total.
You got 3 15s.
Yeah, and Harry, you were also team 15?
It was a 9.
Okay.
Billy was team 15. Hey, Billy and Hassam.
I got 7.
I mean, Dimitri, Billy, and Hassam.
I thought Eric only got 10.
I rolled a
You
10.
rolled
and
a
then
10.
with
Oh,
everything,
okay.
it's 15, yeah.
Alright.
I got a 7.
And Harry with a 9. Alright. So, Tyler, Eric, Ever, you all get to go now.
I'll let the seasoned players go first.
Wait to see if Billy wants to do anything.
I do, but this is not a vampire type that I have ever played before. No fighting skills. So I'm looking at my skills. I've got Fortitude at 1 dot, which I can't really use right now unless I want to try.
You know what you can do, and what you'll excel at, distracting them. You can get real loud real fast.
Ooh, the first dot in Melpomene, actually throw your voice anywhere within sight. I'm going to peek in there and throw my voice to the opposite end of the train car, and Billy's gonna go, "Pirates! There's pirates everywhere!"
Okay. I'm not
Sure,
even gonna make you roll for that. That is what people hear. Eric and Tyler.
I'm not turning celerity off, so
Okay.
I'll take another action at the end of the round. For the first one, guy whose hair's on fire, I'm going to make that not matter anymore with this here sword.
Hey. Alright, so go ahead and give me, that would be... I know that would be melee.
Yep.
That would be dexterity plus melee.
Okay. 9, a 9, 6, 2, 6, a 10 and a 7. Okay, that's a lot.
Jesus fuck. Okay.
Called Tyler syndrome.
It's real.
Alright, so you slice into this guy, falls down, bleeding, still kind of burning, but you know, the fire's going out. So you took care of that guy. He's gone. Dimitri.
I would imagine this with a car full of people, he'll just put on the knuckle dusters and he'll just start watching his way through the train car like, sorry, excuse me. But within this particular case, I think this is where he would actually spend a point of blood to use potency and just start like throwing people out the train or whatever.
Sure. So go ahead and spend that blood. And then that would be strength plus brawl.
Okay. That's 3, 6 dice. Alright. I got 2, 3, 4 successes.
Alright, so yeah, there are 4 guys just go sailing out of the train car.
Head into the wall.
Yep. Just splat, 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 splat. Okay. Steve, what's Nora up to?
Very confused at this moment.
Oh fuck,
Take
where's cover?
Yeah, yeah, she will try to take a little bit of cover, but also see if she can look and see where that shot came from specifically.
Yeah, go ahead and give me intelligence. Oh, what would a good one be?
Perception.
Yeah, intelligence firearms. That makes sense.
Science, that's a skill. That's a
Difficulty is 6. Dice roll.
We are on fire with the dice tonight.
4 successes.
Okay. Yeah, so it came from over there. You are not sure how far away?
When you say over there, from the train or?
No, from the direction of the city.
Uh-oh.
So
They have good Overwatch.
So someone shot from the city into our van, taking out...
My sire.
Wow.
No one ever asked for her name.
Unfortunate.
Assam had no time.
Okay. I don't know how many more actions you would give me. I'll grab her sniper rifle.
Okay.
And prep to jump onto the train. Because I don't want to be here alone.
Yeah, I will give you a chance to make your own athletics jump on this round, because you only just, like, basically, like, oh, where'd that come from?
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna use my 1 dot in potency. Which is gonna make that D-check that. Whoa! 4 successes.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Did you got a
you
10?
managed to leap
Yeah.
into the middle of all this nonsense.
Yeah.
Which is really good, because a couple things are now all going to happen, one after the other. So, the Schlachta are going to also jump onto the train. They will land. They will start laying waste. The other thing that happens is that 2 vans, they are white vans, they are not your vans, come driving up, and you see, and you're pretty sure they're vampires, hanging out of the windows, hanging out of the doors, and they are opening fire. So, I'm gonna make a couple rolls.
A lot of dice.
Oh, okay.
Damn it,
Another
Eric.
Dice out now.
Eric's gift game is on fire.
Alright, so, Justinian, a bullet blinks into you. You have so much fortitude, I'm not even gonna bother asking you to roll.
Yeah, I block 4 superficial damage automatically.
But Dimitri, you are hit.
Oh no.
This is going to do 3 damage. What you can do at this moment is roll your stamina dice to soak.
Could I instead use the Kinetic Shield ability?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'll spend another blood point. I'm running very low now. Alright. Now this says I have to roll willpower. Like the total willpower or my current willpower?
For dampening, you don't have to roll willpower for dampening.
Oh no, I was thinking there's one called Kinetic Shield, where you spend a blood point, you roll willpower.
Oh, you will need to buy that with XP.
Oh, okay, I didn't know I had that. Alright. Stamina
so
plus
you have-
dodge then.
You have access to all of these disciplines,
Ah.
but you're going to have to purchase. So you've got 3 free dots. Any of the dots that you spent freebie points on, and then you will have to purchase more dots with XP.
Oh, okay. I have like 2 in the Kineticism, so I'll use dampening for right now. Then let's just roll stamina and dodge.
Okay. Yep.
Alright, stamina and dodge. What would be dodge in this one? Just athletics?
Yeah, because this is from 2E. But it's really cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So go ahead, do athletics for me.
Difficulty 6. Oh. Okay, it's not terrible, but it's also not great. I got a 7. So I got 1 success.
Okay. So that's fine.
What's that?
So what happens is that the bullet hits you, and you can sense some of its kinetic force dissipating. But now you would need to make the stamina roll to soak the other 2 points of damage.
Oh, just stamina on its own. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
got 1, I think. Yeah.
All right, so you take 1 level of lethal damage.
This is the middle column, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Ow.
Nora, you are also being fired upon. So,
Okay.
same thing. Same thing with Eric. Stamina roll to still 3 points of lethal damage.
That's not gonna go great.
Can willpower votes be used on that?
3 successes.
Okay. All right. Yes. So you also feel the bullet hit, but they didn't aim really properly, and so it just sort of goes through you and doesn't do any damage. And you can see the wound start to heal.
Okay. Okay.
And really, unfortunately, you are also fired upon.
God.
It's a good question, Rachel. I know the default answer is no, and it's no in my games. But like Billy asked, player or audience votes do or do not work on stamina rolls.
I will let you have audience votes, but normal willpower would not.
Okay.
So that's stamina plus.
God.
Straight stamina.
Oh, okay. Well then, yes, if you'll allow me to use something on that, I will.
Okay.
2 dice.
Don't forget, you mentioned fortitude. That adds a point of stamina to your dice pool.
Oh.
Forgot.
Okay. Yeah, I've got a dot in that, so sweet. I got a 7 and a 9.
That's still good. So if you are using the cookies that the audience gives you,
The cookies.
that brings it up to 3, and so you also take no damage.
Sweet.
All right, and so as you're being shot, you realize that what is hitting you are essentially the bullets that are going stray, as all of your other shovelhead buddies are currently fighting with the van vampires with a lot of guns. It's not going well for them. So the next thing that happens is you hear a tremendous roar from a wooden crate within the train. The lid just explodes upwards, and what you see is a very leonine man. He's got his hands are clawed, like actual tiger claws, like these can do some damage. He's got fangs. He's got some tiger stripes along his cheeks, and he is very, very angry. So, who is standing closest to the back of the train?
I haven't done anything yet, so I probably haven't even entered all that much.
That would probably be me. I'm probably the furthest one in because I was just kind of punching my way through.
Yeah, same. I'm still
Okay.
on my way. I haven't done anything yet, so.
Alright, so what happens is he's just going to claw the fuck out of Dimitri.
Yikes.
Oh, that's not good. Okay. Dimitri, that is 4 aggravated damage.
Oh,
Ooh.
ouch. Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, and unless you have fortitude, you cannot soak aggravated damage.
That's the one I didn't take is fortitude. I just took potency and kineticism, so. And I redirect? Oh, this is for projectile.
Yeah, this is just a projectile.
Okay.
Alright.
I'll use a will. Can I use the willpower for this or no?
No, so unless you have fortitude, you cannot soak this.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
I
So,
take 4.
and it really hurts like a lot.
It does.
Okay. Jared, you're up.
I am. So, are the people that Dimitri just smashed against the wall, are they still alive?
Probably not. I mean, they probably are, actually.
That's why I just wanted to ask before.
I mean, so they're banged up.
They're banged up, but they're still alive and they can get up, or?
I mean, so they were just thrown from a train going about 50 miles an
Oh,
hour.
I thought they were still
So-
inside. Okay.
People thrown overboard are probably dead. Anybody who's still inside just probably just got clunked on the head or something. And got knocked out.
I'm talking about those people that got clunked on the head. I just wanted to see if they were actually alive. If there's any of them that are alive that got clunked on the head that are dazed, I want to take my revolver, my fuck off revolver, and just blow their brains out. If they're dead, then I'm just gonna take my revolver and just nearest guy kind of dwindle down the numbers.
I mean,
Shoot them out.
probably the angry dude with claws.
Could do that too. Yeah.
Okay, so in that case, please give me a dexterity plus your firearms.
Athletics. Dex. 3 successes.
Okay, excellent. So that does hit. So go ahead and roll me damage.
What's the roll for damage?
So add the dice that you rolled from your successes. So that was 3 successes, right?
Yep.
All right, so you're gonna also roll your dex again, and then 2 more dice for the inherent damage done by the gun.
Gotcha. So 4. Okay. I'm also gonna spend a willpower on this as well.
Not on inflicting damage.
Okay, never mind. Okay. So just a regular plain Jane dex roll. Cool. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage.
Okay, that's really good. All
And
right,
you
so,
were worried about willpower.
Yeah.
I like to be sure.
All right, and so he is going to get a chance to soak. All right, so he soaks 4 of those damage.
Well, it still takes a shit ton of damage.
Okay. And so the final person in initiative, Harry.
Well, I'm gonna poke my head out the side, and I'm going to take a shot at the tires of the van
Okay.
that's chasing me.
That would be more difficult than usual, so I'm going to put that at difficulty 8.
Oh boy.
Dexterity plus firearms, please.
Okay. Okay. 4.
Okay. Yeah, so you managed to put a couple bullets in one of the tires of the vans chasing after you. The driver loses control, it starts skidding and spinning. And so they're going to be busy for a while.
Perfect.
All right, so top of the round. We are back to Tyler, Eric, and Ever.
Billy and Dimitri go first. I'm confirming something.
Okay.
I am going to, I don't know if this is a thing that I can do, but combine my presence with the Melpomene and kind of, Billy will start singing a creepy tune can't think of a creepy tune, but I can think of a perfect song for it. To kind of like add a bit of fear with the sound that's being thrown on the other side of the train.
Okay, how much presence do you have?
Just a dot.
Okay, so all you can really do with that is like, hey, look at me, and draw the attention from other people onto you.
I could not throw it with my voice.
Yes, I will allow that. So basically, project your presence like, hey, everybody look over there.
Yeah, that's... Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and give me your Melpomene roll. Because you are trying something that's a little unorthodox, this will also be difficulty 8.
Okay. So what do I roll with Melpomene? Just it, or that in performance or expression?
Yeah, go ahead. Manipulation plus performance. Performance.
I got 110.
Nice. Did you re-roll that one?
Oh, no, I did not, so I will do that now. It's just a 6.
Alright, so just the one success?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm gonna give him a willpower roll. Which he fails. So, he does look over towards the back of the train, which will give a small bonus to anyone trying to take advantage of that to attack him. Yes.
I'll do that, sure.
By the way, Billy decided to sing, "Oh, she's sweet but a psycho, a little bit psycho." And now she's screaming, my mind.
I love it. Alright, so Tyler or Eric, who would like to go next?
Tyler, you want to go first?
Yeah. Oh, wait. I should get 2 actions because I had a celerity action from the end of last round. We forgot.
That is correct. I can give you 2 actions right now.
Yeah, that's fine. Whoever's closest to me, probably Dimitri, I'm like, I wonder what it feels like to get run over by a train. And I pull a concoction out of the inside of my jacket that's white and weird looking. I throw it at the ground under the feet of crazy gangrel guy. At this rank, Rachel, the ritual immediately burns through steel and concrete.
Okay.
Not hitting him. I want him to go under the train.
Alright. I'm gonna give him an athletics roll to try and grab onto something before that happens. That was botch.
Love it.
Okay. Okay.
Whoopsie daisy.
Yeah, that does enough damage. So what happens is the train pulls away and you see a pile of ash.
Shit.
And then I use my other action to close the door. No more stray bullets, please.
Hey.
I'm done.
Wow.
Alright, so the Ishlaka can clean up all the other people who are here in the train trying to protect this guy, and apparently very bad at their jobs. And all of you are in a dark train car together.
Is this the one that precedes the one we're actually trying to get to?
No, you are in the one you're trying to get to.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that was the guy with the claws and the teeth. think we killed our target.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
Oh.
like somebody sitting in a seat, like, you know, with a button-up suit or something. I wasn't expecting.
Oh, this was
the
a-
dude
this was a
in
gangrel.
the crate the whole time. Okay.
Oh, so we took out our target. Okay. We took out one, but there's another van out there still tracking the train, right?
Yeah, were there 2 vans?
Yes, there were 2 vans, but you shut the door. So
Right.
mm-mm.
Okay. I look for a light. Am I able to turn a light on? There's nothing?
Nope. It is very dark. But it is
Please.
comforting darkness, Nora. You like this. Like, it feels right somehow.
Yeah.
Comfy.
Billy's gonna reach for someone because, you know, the hearing's not so great, so they're going to try and find someone to hold on to.
I will spend a blood point to make my eyes glowy, and I will grab Billy's hand so I can see in the dark.
So, do I see like the ash when they turn to ash?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
instantly.
before Sam shuts the door, sure, you see a pile of ash on the train tracks.
I'm like, oh no. Okay.
Okay. There's a hole in the train. Like, we can see each other, right? Because there's a hole in the bottom of the
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
train.
too.
Light
Are there
doesn't
lights
come up-
underneath the train?
Yeah. There are no lights underneath the train.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Alright, so
I tell you all, look at this cool thing I figured out. Concentrate real hard and you can see in the dark.
I try concentrating really hard.
Okay. I can start concentrating real hard too, I guess.
Can we in fact see in the dark?
What trick are you using, Tyler?
Basic blood point stuff. You can make yourself blush, you can see in the dark, you can heal yourself. Just basic blood pool nonsense, not a discipline.
Yeah, so, okay, cool. I wasn't sure if that was Eyes of the Beast. I was real confused.
Oh no, that was just glowing yeah, not special see in the dark, just see in the dark from basic blood points.
Okay, yeah, if each of you want to take off a blood point, you can also see not perfectly well, but, you know, at least pick out shapes, colors. Or not colors, but, you know, it's very black and white.
Sure, I can do that.
How badly am I injured?
Pretty badly. He got you good.
He's like, Rachel's like, oh shit, I got skewered by Wolverine. You see that? It was terrible. Anyone have first aid kit? Does it even matter?
You got the aggravated
You
ones,
need a
didn't you?
first aid kit nowadays. No.
You said
I have medicine, so.
hold on. You said that the bodyguards in here were mortals, right?
Yeah.
And he's hurt?
Mm-hmm.
We're vampires.
Time to find out if drinking blood heals aggravated, Eric.
Yeah, I go and I grab one of the dead, recently dead, and I'll just drag it over to Dimitri and just drop it right next to him. Fix yourself.
Only if they're dead. Only if they're dead will he do this. If he's alive, he's not gonna drain them dry.
Sam actually tells you, you better hurry. I'm guessing it's bad for us if you wait too long when they're dead.
Okay, I know. I'm trying to eat and run here. Just relax.
And then I shove the sniper rifle towards Sam.
I look at you, I take it, and I look at you with just an eyebrow.
This
Why
is,
do you have this?
This is yours now?
I look you in the eye, and I actually look upset for a brief second. I thought I felt her connection disappear.
You can feel that shit?
My sire, can't you feel yours?
Hey,
I wouldn't say
Hey.
so. No.
hey,
How are you so aware of this stuff?
Yes, Billy.
Yeah.
I'm a quick study, Justinian.
if I die, you eat me?
No. You're one of us.
Oh,
Yeah. So, Dimitri, you are feeding, and you can sense that this is more than just regular damage. Like, there is almost like a mystical quality to how badly you have been hurt. So, you take what you can from the corpses provided. you will need to expend 5 blood points, and you can heal 1 of your aggravated damage.
Oh.
I don't have 5 blood points. Do I get them back now that I'm?
Yeah. So you can harvest the corpses for that blood,
Okay.
and it takes a lot out of you. You're gonna need a lot more blood and a lot more time to fully heal.
Yikes.
Okay. What are the immediate effects?
Yeah, so you indulge in the blood, and you just sort of like focus on sending the blood to the wounds, and you realize like you have some amazing control over your body in that you can actually direct where you want the blood to go, and you can feel it start to mend the injuries, but you know it takes a lot of focus and a lot of concentration, and you can tell like, okay, I'm gonna need to work at this. This is gonna take time and probably a lot more blood.
While
How
he's
much blood
harvesting,
do I have by the time it's over?
You can have your blood pool up to full if you would
Oh,
like. There
shit.
are enough dead people here to.
Okay. Sure.
I walk up to Justinian while he's feeding on corpses, and I'm like, I pull something out of my coat. More surprises from the sociopath, and I hand you a well-used paperback copy of Queen of the Damned. You got anything better to go on? I'm assuming this is all right.
All right, I'll read it when I have time.
There's
Is
another.
there enough blood for the rest of us to feed? Because other people got shot with lethal damage.
I think I'm the only one that didn't.
I didn't, but
I'm fine.
I'm fine.
I'm fine too.
oh,
I
Billy
too
soaked
also.
too, didn't they?
Yep.
Right. So then, yeah, just to recover blood points, then.
Yes, there are enough dead
Okay.
people. You can also eat the schlachta if you feel like it.
Oh jeez. Thanks for the assist. Ah!
Look at the bony plates. Go. I don't know how stable these are.
There's another van outside. There were 2. One seemed to be disabled with the shot. The other one's probably still tracking us. We need to make an escape.
I'll
There's a
handle it.
hole in the floor.
If there's the van, is there a van still tracking? I'm gonna stick my head out and take a look.
So there's no real sticking your head out because you're either gonna have to like let the door swing wide open again, or you're gonna have to very carefully stick your head down.
I like that plan.
I will look at Justinian, look at his rifle, and say, "Get it out." And I'm gonna heave the sniper rifle to the firing position. Look at Justinian, and when he's got the rifle in position, kick the door open. And if it's there, we're gonna shoot it.
Okay. You actually open the door just long enough to see the 2. So one van has been disabled. It's on fire. There are dead people all around, including every other shovelhead who was with you.
Oh, nice.
And you see the other van driving very quickly away.
Okay. I'm still gonna take a shot at its wheel as it escapes, cause evidence.
Yeah, I
Alright.
will also assist. Might not be the most accurate at this distance, but worth a try.
Yeah.
Real snipers always need a spotter.
Yeah, Dex.
You can use
Dex
my
plus firearms.
automatic fire at this range to just try to
it's-
range it in a bit.
So it's going to be difficulty 6 for Tyler because you've got the really nice sniper rifle. Difficulty
I like this
9
gun.
for Justinian.
Oh,
Okay,
I
that's-
really like this gun.
A single
favorite.
10. So 1 success.
Okay.
I got an 8, a 6, a 2, a 2, a 4, a 4, and a 10, which did
Shit.
not explode. So I got 3.
All right. Yeah, so you do manage to shoot some of the tires in the van. It swerves, it breaks, and you see the people inside just bust out and they just start running.
Running away or running towards us?
They are running away. They want to get out of here right now.
I look at Nora and say, "We're not being tracked, but I'm sure that'll be a problem later."
Wouldn't doubt it.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay.
Billy gets
so,
it.
I assume the rest of you just eventually make your way back to the cathedral.
Yes.
I would say so.
Oh, Did my sire Ash?
Body's gone.
Okay.
That was not a yes.
Well, that was why I was asking. If the body had still been there and had not been reduced to ash, I would have taken it back as a mark of respect.
Just pointing out that was not a yes.
Nope, it was not.
All right. So, you return back to the cathedral. Layla greets you with, "Congratulations. You are the strongest and most worthy of survival. You have destroyed one of our worst enemies, the warlord Karsh. And also, your distraction allowed one of our own allies to enter the city. Soon, we will be able to introduce you to Jalan-Ajaf."
When they first entered the mansion again, Billy goes, "Lucy, I'm home!"
Great.
Wait, so who are we meeting? What was the name?
Huh.
Welcome to the party. We're about to wrap up Spank My Buddy, but this is V20. So Ned's not using the new rules.
All right, and so,
But some of the lore.
so Layla will say, "You still have much to prove, however. Choose which among you will be the war leader, whom we call Ductus. Choose as well your priest. This person will be responsible for your spiritual health, so choose wisely, and we will train."
Well, I think we have a shoe-in for war leader. And I'll gesture over to Assam.
Unless you guys can talk to some spirits too.
I look at Nora and say, we'll take the responsibility if Nora is willing to be my advisor.
I don't care.
Sure, yes. Judge Judy for war leader, yes.
No, Justinian was voting me in, and I'm saying I'll only do it if Nora gets to help. That's what's happening.
Okay.
This doesn't seem like a pick your number two type situation.
We're number 2, your advice is invaluable. It's just a title.
I
Share
kind of-
leadership.
I look around at like this entire thing. I'm going with titles mean things here.
I smile and then lean over so only you hear. I just don't want you as an enemy.
Wow, even the dead has some sort of hierarchy. Interesting.
Yeah.
Mostly we're waiting to see what Nora thinks about War Leader.
What do you think?
You feel Layla's eyes on you, Nora.
Perhaps you can be our spiritual leader, Nora. War Leader is only needed in times of battle. Spiritual leader is needed at all moments of all times. Spirituality is the most important thing, even to the undead. At least, I think so. It hasn't changed my faith.
I look to, yes, the ceremonial nature of all of this seems to be quite gratifying. I look forward to reading deeply the spiritual nature of our endeavors and making sure that we keep aligned. Drew, you may speak with spirits.
Yes, I do.
but I don't think that makes you capable of spiritual leadership in of itself.
Wait, you say what he said was real? I saw him throw a Molotov. That's all I saw him do.
You
Yeah, it was
remember that
real.
bottle being empty.
Gonna say, we all looked at it and we're like, it's just empty. It could be like, these just really clear vodka.
Vodka with the exact same refractive index as the glass, so it's just
Really high
invisible.
quality stuff.
Drew!
Oh, very nice.
Drew!
No, there was definitely a spirit in there. And yes, Nora.
Well, we're staying on topic of choosing our ward leader and our spiritual advisor. Let's not get off topic. Let's make sure that we are using our time appropriately. Speaking of time appropriately, Drew, you seem to be one lot more interested in scientific endeavors and physiological endeavors. You'll want to study and devote your time and attention to those particular things. Do you think that you're going to have the appropriate time to research lore, tomes, spiritual guidance?
Yeah, duh.
Here's the thing. I am not interested in science. I'm interested in the dead. I'm interested in how I can use these spirits to my bidding. That is what
The dead is not spirituality.
I know it's not.
They're calling out to Cain. I don't know what that means, but I'm guessing that means Abel's brother. Seems very religious. I feel like your goals are not aligned with our religious leader.
I know.
Take me to church,
That's what I was
I
gonna
worship
say.
like a dog at the shrine of your lights. I'll tell
What
you
Billy
my
said.
sins, and you can sharpen your knife.
Yes. I know I'm not. I don't feel like I am worthy of that. I don't want it, to be honest with you. I just want to know how we as beings are like this. How we are working, how we became like this, stuff like that, I guess you should say.
Excellent, Drew. Then I accept your nomination for spiritual leader. Thank you.
I look
I
at Layla
want
and
to
say, I
suck
guess
your
we're
blood.
decided.
So wait, Drew's the spiritual leader. Who's the war leader? You?
Yeah.
It was offensive.
Sounds right.
You're muted, Rachel, sorry.
If there is a spot on your character sheet for title, Tyler, write down Ductus. Nora, write down Priest. You also, Nora, get 1 free dot of rituals.
Where does that
Nice.
go?
That
That's
is a background.
That is a background. Rituals. Does Layla look approved or disapproving?
She did expect you to try and take Ductus, but she's not unhappy that you ended up as priest.
Okay.
Well, I'm not gonna. For someone that studies the dead myself, I feel like I've kind of hit the holy grail in this. So I gotta look at it.
You are driven a few miles away to what looks like a big shipping yard. It's full of semi-trailers. And way in the back, there's a trailer set about a story and a half off the ground. And so going up the stairs, you see this is, it looks like they used to film music videos here. And so there's a bathroom over there, there's a bar over there, there's an actual stage right here. And some of the rooms are just, over the top. There's one room that is just all purple, and they even have a swinging bench, whole bunch of couches. Very luxurious. You are told that this is going to be your haven. And as the sun rises, it feels like this is a good point to end tonight's session. We ran a little long, but I think it was worth it.
We also had gremlins at the top of the session, so.
We also had gremlins, yes.
Yeah,
Evens
really,
out.
you're just making up for that.
So, thank you all for playing. I hope you enjoyed this initial foray into the world of darkness and took your first steps in the three-front war for Los Angeles. We are Vorpal Tales, and we are here every day of the week delivering terrifying tales and awesome adventures. Everything from Dune to Fallout to Call of Cthulhu, we have the stories that you want to hear. You can also find us on Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, and on vorpaltales.com. catch our 2 podcasts in your favorite podcatcher as well. Beloved Shuffleheads, please tell our audience where they can next see your wonderful faces on the intertubes.
Hey, I'm Eric. I played Dimitri. You can find me here tomorrow at Running Dune.
Hey everybody, it's me, Ever, and you can find me all over the internet at Changeling Ever. I've enjoyed playing Billy this evening, and enjoyed that my new wig came in. It's perfect. You can find me playing tomorrow in Dune under the way too humble Eric, aka Marone Recluse. So, yeah.
Next, I think it's Harry.
Oh yes,
Harry
hello.
or is it Jared?
No, it's me. I'm just bad at remembering the order. I'm Harry. You can find me here next on Wednesday playing Fallout, which is a lot of fun. Also, listen to the Night podcast. I'm in the game with Rachel on Thursdays on twitch.tv/theonyxpath. And you can find me on Twitter at @SleeperyCat. One word.
He's very excited about his handle.
Hello, my name is Jared. Today I played Drew. It was quite fun. You can mostly find me here on Vorpal Tales on Sundays with Unknown Armies, and then I play this at night. So, yeah, quite fun. Other than that, you can find me at Real Life Jared on pretty much everywhere. So, yeah, there you go.
Hello, everybody. I am Steve. Tonight I played Nora, and you can find me all over the internet at Voodoo Arcade. And the next time you'll see me will be here at Vorpal Tales on Tuesday. No, incorrect, wrong. You will find me on the Onyx Path channel on Tuesday for Exalted Essence. We will be playing leading up to that has been announced, right? Did I just mess up?
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Oh, God.
It is safe to speak about it now.
Good God. Oh, gosh. My life just flashed before my eyes there. Yes, we will be playing the Exalted Essence game leading up to the Kickstarter coming in a few weeks.
And I am Tyler, Eldritch Echoes Online, and I'm all over the place on Vorpal Tales, but this week I'll call out Friday, because at 5 we're starting Season 2 of No Time for Reality, Arctasian Chronicle and the Chronicles of Darkness, and at 9 we're starting our Ravenloft game. They're both going to be awesome. I'm a mage in one and I'm running the other. Come watch both to find out which is which.
Yes, as for me, I have been your storyteller. My name is Rachel. I'm Stolen Fires pretty much everywhere, including Twitter, Instagram, and Ko-Fi. Toss a coin to your freelancer. Could always use that. And so you will find me tomorrow. I will be in Eric's Dune game. It's a lot of fun. I can't wait. And then Thursday, I am with Harry over at the Onyx Path channel running a Changeling game. And I will be on the Friday games, but I'm going to be traveling this Friday, so you're going to have to wait to see me. So, now, as the dawn rises and we all slip into torpor, for those of us with the willpower to push through can award votes. All votes the cast members receive count as bonus willpower, which they will surely need to survive in the coming nights.
I have to give it to Ever this session for all the the funny references, like the Addams Family and all the different songs. Like, that got me every single time.
Thank you. I mean, that's like living with me in real life, so. Because Billy's autism is based off of mine. Anyway, so. Oh gosh, it's really hard to decide.
Did we come back to you?
No, I got this. I got this. I swear. I swear I've got this. I'm a give it to Tyler for that whole. Oh yeah, by the way, Hassam knows ASL as well. And then Billy getting mad, that was fun.
I'm gonna have to give mine to Ever, Billy. He's just been doing a great job, Ever. It's really great. I like it. Keep it going. Yeah.
Thank you.
I gotta give mine to Nora, to be honest with you. Just the booting, she had some pretty good scenes, especially with the whole boot on the throat kind of thing. Definitely, it really kind of like fits the character. So.
Thank you. I will actually give it back to Drew/Jared, because I like the kind of weird, creepy place he's taken the character already, and I feel like I was a little overly mean to him at times. So take the vote back for playing along. Thank you.
You're good.
You were so perfectly La Sombra.
And mine goes to Dimitri because I don't know what's going on, guys. Stab, 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 stab. I'm so confused. Stab, stab, stab.
All right. Thank you to our wonderful audience. Thank you to the wonderful players. And we will see you back here next week for the continuation of this chronicle.